Hey everyone, I thought I should show you the fans that I got going on in my new apartment, and we're going to be starting off in the garage here with this guy. So I found this in the dumpster right outside my apartment complex. These were the fans that they had in the living room, but they replaced them for more of a modern one. There was nothing wrong with it, it's just that the bends were poorly shaped because they bent them and they broke a blade when they threw it in the trash. But I thought I can salvage it. I put it back together, cleaned it real well. I don't know if it works, but I'm gonna try to test that out here soon. So there's number one. Here's the glass that came with it. It came with the four-arm light kit on there. That's the box that I found alongside it, which is the fan that default comes in the living room, but I changed that out. Got my test blades, and then these are blades off of a Hunter Grand Isle. Turn that off. Go in here, which is the front door area, and it's stairs going right up with Thor to greet you. Also, I thought this was cool. I might show you guys. Actually, hold that thought. My fiance's calling me. All right, we're back. She was calling me about like wedding dress stuff for her friends and everything. Anyway, this is something that I found at like a thrift store, I think. And it's just like this key rack, but it's cast iron, and I thought it was really cool. So, got Thor and our new friend Cosmo that we just got recently, who attacks everything. Alright, and what I put in the living room is my Emerson Premium. I switched out the fob here with the round one because they were both this, but to better distinguish the two. I've had this fan in every single room to test it out, and I like it here the best based on what else I've got. If you look in here, it is the original fan that came in this living room. I personally am not a big fan of it, but that's alright. Technically, I'm not supposed to change out any fixtures, but I figured as long as I'm putting them back once I leave, it doesn't really matter. Plus, this fan just matches our lamps a lot more than the modern looking one. I want to change out this fixture really badly for either a fan or just a better chandelier that you probably saw in the garage. But it looks right out of a window, and I don't want to get in trouble. So this stupid cheap thing is staying. Alright, if you go into our game room, we got my first fan ever owned, which is the Hampton Bay Sinclair. I hooked this up with a wall switch. You're not supposed to change out these either, but I wanted to, because I figured if Morgan's in here and she ever wanted to change the speed, she can't reach that, because these are 9-foot ceilings and I'm 6'6" and she's 5'3", and if I'm looking eye level, this is what this is, so I just have to reach up, and it's not a big deal, but for her it is. So I figured might as well get her one of those. And if you walk on through to the bathroom, there's the living room where we just were, right? Yep. You got the 52-inch Hampton Bay Windward 4. I love this fan, honestly. Here's the reason why with this remote. I know you can put this on anything, but like this thing, it cranks out air, and I love it. Speaking of cranking out air, I bet you guys are wondering, why aren't any of the originals installed? Well, these are all on plastic boxes. They're all wired for a fan, but they're all on plastic boxes for whatever reason. Yes, even the living room one. But as you can see, like, there's a ring here of where the old light was, which was just a flush mount light, which I hated, and I wanted this so I can sleep. But there's a switch for the fan and a switch for the light, And I don't know. It doesn't make sense because plastic box is there, but there's a joist right there. So I thought about putting up an original and just drilling 2 holes in there, but like I said, I don't want to get in trouble, and I kind of want my security deposit back. So yeah, and I do have one more here in the closet. This is my Casablanca Lady Delta. I don't know what the span is. I think it's 34. I don't know. But this is the last installed fan that I've got. I just recently bought this light kit for it, and I thought it looked pretty nice. Got it off eBay, new in box. I don't remember what it's called, but I got the box down there. I figured put 4 blades on here instead of 5, so it's not quote-unquote crowding up the room. I do run this, but I only run it in reverse. Because if I run it in downdraft, it doesn't really move that much air. If I move it in reverse, I have all the air go up and down the walls. Instead, if it was like just on downdraft, it would just go from this area down instead of up and down and covering everything. There's one of the Grandiles, another one. There's a light that I got from my parents. I don't know why I even mentioned that. Here's the black original that I had in my old bedroom. There's the silver one that I had in my bedroom, moved to the guest bedroom. New in box Hunter original blades. Then you got, I need to blur that. You got the box that the light kit came in. But yeah. At first, Morgan was kind of opposed to this idea, but she was like, I mean, it makes sense because this room is always so stuffy, which is the main reason why I put it in here. And it does have a function, plus I just wanted to put this up. But that'll do it. All the fans in my new apartment. I'll probably make videos on each of these guys eventually, I don't know when. But if you enjoyed, let me know and do all the things. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.